I'm pretty sure you sucked as an artist when you got started, even if you managed to nail painting Starry Night with both your ears. So, which came first for me, the story or the artwork? Well, doesn't really matter at this point because I can't even remember. But I do know that on August 10th, 2001, I picked up a pencil and a piece of paper and created a character that would pretty much change my life forever. That character has pretty much become the foundation of my artwork ever since, leading me to learn things like human anatomy, backgrounds, digital artwork, Photoshop, you name it. Pretty much everything that you learn by hitting that subscribe button. I'll give you a second. And I think what I want to do is just hit you guys with a few of the things, at least the most important things that I've learned all this time. So it's been 25 years since then, and if anything, it's just been more of a time of reflection than celebration. Just really want to be realistic here. And if I could go back in time and tell myself these things, like what would they be? For me personally, if you meet a girl who has an E or an I in her first name, run. So since I want to keep this video short and you need to get back to your brain rot, let's lighten around this. Here we go. One and all, welcome back to Illustrated by DeForrest, and here are the top 10 things I have learned in the past 25 years as an artist. Number 1, learn by watching and then imitate it. So I would say when I first got started, all I would do is just grab these sheets of paper, just loose leaf paper out of my notebook, and just start drawing like every single day. Which was fine, but I wasn't really improving. What I really need to do is learn every day, and I say that all the time. Like, you don't want to just go through and you're just going to be end up drawing the same thing over and over. What you need to do is just sit down, get some anatomy books, watch YouTube tutorials, hit that subscribe button. I'll give you one more second. And honestly, just learn from the best. What I did to really up my digital art game was watch some time lapses from Stanley Art Germ Lau, and also watch some Bob Ross to really work on my backgrounds. I've been doing that a lot more recently. So honestly, the fact that you're here, like you know what this show's about, good job. Number 2, you want to get some small art supplies. Like seriously, can you stop buying those giant notebooks, those giant sketchbooks? And stop wasting your time and your real estate because you are not going to fill all of that out, okay? You only need very small sketches like you see me with all my paper right here, but you honestly don't need all that. You only need just maybe something that's like 3.5 by 5 inches. I think it's 3.5 by 5.5 sketchbooks that you can buy. You know what? There's a better way of explaining this. Check out the link above. I have a whole episode dedicated to this. You can click on it right now. And yeah, just stop wasting your time and money with that. Number 3, flip your artwork. So I actually demonstrated this yesterday to my daughter. Like I showed her, like as I was going through all this old artwork, I actually found some from a very old character. Pretty much what I did was I held it up to the light just like this and flipped it back and forth, and I could see like so many different errors. And the biggest one was that her whole head and neck was like shift off to, I think the left side, I think over to her right shoulder somehow. You'd be amazed like how many errors you see just by holding up to the light, flipping your sketch over, and you're like, oh, that looks incredibly toxic. Let's do something about that. Number 4, saturation wins championships. I've said it before and I will say it again. You're way too used to colors being completely bright, especially when you grow up. You get those color pencils like I did with this, Crayola, wherever all that stuff is, Rose Art. You really need to learn how to turn the saturation down and appreciate dull, muddy colors. I have a whole episode dedicated to that. Check it out right there. Do it. Number 5, make erasing just as important as drawing and use your negative space. When you first start sketching, your line is there. You just really need to erase everything else that's around it. That's the thing about sculpture. Like you only have one chance. You just chip away at it and are left with whatever is left over. Hopefully you get it right that time, or else you just might need to start over or just pivot to something else. If you're using pen, then you kind of have the opposite problem where you have to be stuck with whatever it is that's on the paper. You're just adding and adding and adding. If you're sketching with pencil, then you have a much better advantage of adding and subtracting. You can even fill out an entire area with graphite and then just erase everything that's around it. Get yourself some thin erasers. I have a whole episode dedicated to that. Check it out. Number 6, the comparison trap. Do I even have to say it? Like, you really gotta just stop comparing yourself to all the other artists you see on DeviantArt or ArtStation. You gotta stop comparing yourself even to me. Throughout this episode, I'm showing you artwork from many eras, many lifetimes, it feels like for me. I didn't think I would get to this point when I first got started 25 years ago. It was just something for fun. It was literally a board drawing of an idea I've had in my head for a while. I'm just like, let me just get it out. Yeah, let me just get it out on paper. Why not? And the biggest thing about comparison, especially like, what is it? Of course, you're going to be jealous if you see somebody that's quote unquote better than you or just has more skills than you at that time. You can get those skills. It's possible. You can find out how to get them. It's not that hard, especially nowadays. Like, what is it? I'm talking about 2001. Like, no YouTube, barely anything on the internet. At least it wasn't very accessible, unless you just had to get somebody to teach you directly in person, which perfectly fine. Do that if you feel like you need to. The thing about now is that the information is out there. Like, it's way more accessible. You can get to it. All right. You just need to put in that effort to actually want to learn. And when you do learn and yet you see somebody else who's still better than you, still seems to be miles ahead, still seems to be able to make money off their art, or just have a bigger follower count or wherever else it is, you gotta chill, because you have to remember that they were also where you were at one point. Some get fast tracked, some have a slow pace. There's tortoise and there's hare. Either way, what you want to do when you see those people is celebrate them. The whole reason that you're jealous to begin with is that you are proud of what they've done and you want that. If it wasn't valuable, you wouldn't be jealous whatsoever. So you want to celebrate all art. You want to celebrate all the effort, okay? It's like it'll only make you better, trust me. Number 7, everything in its time. And what that means is that you really just need to chill. You really just need to try to have fun. For the times I was like, man, why didn't they accept me for that illustration job or that graphic design contract? Why isn't anybody hiring me or anything like that? The biggest thing is that you just really need to recognize that maybe your skills aren't as good as you think they are. Like, I know it's harsh, but that's reality. And there's going to be a point where they'll be up to snuff and even better than what you were offering before. It'll just take some time to get there. And it goes with everything else behind the scenes. Like, I would say, yes, I'm a great artist, but I went a lot of years like having issues with promotion and marketing and things like that. It's still tough out there. Like, there's a lot of competition. Like, me talking about things being accessible, like, yeah, there was a time where the drawing tablets were thousands of dollars a pop. Some still are. But nowadays, anybody can just draw on their phone if they want to. We have art programs that can be downloaded to your phone or your tablet or your computer, your laptop, anything that has a screen on it. The competition has spread out a lot now, and it's a lot more fierce, which personally I think is a good thing. I feel like we all do better if we all do better, you know? But if you're wondering why your grand idea of success hasn't arrived yet, it will. Just keep working on everything else. And one thing that I like to think about is the fact that, like I was talking about the struggles I've had with art business at times, like my daughter gets to see me build Life Forever. She's going to see the struggle. She's going to see that it takes a lot of time. She's going to see that it takes building. And yeah, that's the thing. It's literally building, like building brick by brick and starting with the foundation, going all the way up to the roof. It takes some time. It takes some effort. But the most important thing is that you don't work hard, you work smart, all right? Number 8, if you don't care, nobody else will. And what does that mean? Like, do you care about your characters? Do you care about your artwork? Do you care about your dedication? Do you care about how far you've come so far? Well, if you don't celebrate that, nobody else is going to worry about it. I want people to know about Street Pedal Black. I want people to know about Latanya here. I want people to know about Steeler. I want people to know about Ex Hudo. Who are these characters? Well, if you never heard of them, I don't blame you, because there was actually a good amount of time where I had to put artwork on the back burner. I've mentioned before on the show that I'm also an IT professional. I have over a decade of experience in that. I've had to stop learning art at certain points so I can learn how to pretty much repair computers, repair just little user errors, things like that. A lot of people always have the same issues, usually their printer. At time of recording, I am 40 years old and I am still learning new techniques, and not just in the art world. Like, I've spent this year actually learning guitar as well. And you'd be surprised, like, the whole fact is that I've never been an audio person, like, ever. I've actually told myself that I'm not an audio person. It's my fault that I just don't know how to do certain things because I just haven't taken the time to learn them. And I feel like that's something that we can all relate with. Like if you want to learn your guitar, if you want to learn how to sketch, if you want to learn how to do digital artwork, just bit by bit, okay? But you're not going to get the things that you want or the things that you think other people want, or just make sure you focus on the things that people value. If you think that, yeah, like I don't have this grandiose success yet, like maybe I just haven't provided that value yet, you gotta think about that. Sometimes you have to see like where people care to begin with, like what do they care about first. From there, that can help you decide, hey, if this artwork's going to be for other people, then I can start providing them whatever it is they need, and then maybe I can slowly siphon in some of the stuff that I want. Like the biggest trap we fall into is that we do it the other way around, thinking about what we only want first. What do we only care about first? It's nice to show other people your work, but how much are you going to care about what they want as well? And if you want them to care about your stuff, like you gotta show them that this is incredible. First and foremost, people are exposed to a lot of pictures every day. Why should they focus on yours? Number 9, you'll never be 100% ready. Don't I know it? There's a lot of things I just did not do that I know that I could do, but just didn't feel confident doing because I was like, wait, I know how to do steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but there's still 6 through 37 left. What am I going to do? And it's like by the time I learn step 11, I'm like, this is taking way too long. Let me just give up on this particular thing or postpone it, delay it, whatever. And what did I say earlier? That I'm just now learning guitar? Well, I failed to mention that I've had that guitar in my closet for about 15 years now. It's just been sitting there. And I was just always like, yeah, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn it. Like when I finally get this art business thing down completely, it's completely profitable. Like I have all my books selling like crazy. I have all my characters with everybody on my block knowing them. When I get to that pinnacle of success, then I'll start learning guitar. Nah, like you just gotta dive in sometimes. Splash of cold water, cold plunge, why not? I'm never gonna be 100% ready with literally anything I pursue, and neither will you. There's a lot of things that I want to do in life, and we only have so much time to do them. Hate to get bleak, but yeah, we're about to get bleak. The point is, just start. Need a little more motivation? Click this link. Check this episode out. Number 10, there's always a depressing story. Not selling your artwork, having a whole bunch of inventory for a few years, a bunch of boxes of books, or if you're a musical artist, CDs or anything else. No one's watching your art videos, your follower count is low, no subscribers. Family and friends are telling you to do something else with your life. There's always going to be your failures, maybe when you were just trying to draw or sketch something, some kind of pose, and it just did not work out. Everyone has those stories of, wow, you just reached your breaking point after all your effort and you just hope that something would finally kick in. You go days, weeks, months, years, just wondering when is your moment going to be? And what's going to keep you going? What keeps me going? The fact that art is just an outlet. It doesn't always have to be the means to an end. Or you just always have to worry about the destination. You can just like the journey as well. Like, I love the fact that I am able to create things like this. It took a long time to get as good as I am at, and just the fact that I get to share this knowledge is a privilege. Do I wonder, like, what exactly is the end for me? Like, for one, I never want an end. It's never going to be like, oh, I'm going to be drawing for up to a certain age and then I retire. I never want to retire. What I work for is my family. I work for me. I work to get to a point where I can just do this all day. I'm not there yet. With your support, I can be. And I really hope that, and I was about to say, like, I really hope that you can get me there. But first and foremost, I hope I can help. Yeah. I really hope that I can help get you there. I'll say that. So I'm sorry that this top 10 is going to end on a bit of a downer, especially for a 25th anniversary. But yeah, don't worry. I got some good news coming for you in a bit. But first and foremost, I just want to say that, yeah, if you don't feel some sort of struggle, some sort of pain from this, and if you're wondering if you should even start doing anything art related, especially with like the rise of AI, just being able to create stuff just from a few words. AI will never be able to recreate the pain, the emotion, the love you get, the pain you get, the heartbreak that you get. Just all the emotions that are needed to really create what's actually art. If you just want to keep moving forward, like let go of the past, if you do have stacks of books or CDs or whatever else, if you do have stacks of old artwork, some stuff that you're just holding on, even if it doesn't reflect your current skills, do what I did. Throw it out. Yeah, it's a little bit painful. It feels like you're admitting failure, but admitting failure and having failure is part of the process. Like everybody that you know that's a huge success that's had failure at one point. Probably have failure at several points. Like honestly, like I have a whole bunch of old Street Pedal Black books I'm holding on to. Some of them are still in storage. I need to still get rid of some of those. I spent earlier this year getting rid of a bunch of old prints because I wouldn't even want to sell that because it's not reflective of what I can make now. You just want to really just trim the fat and honestly just lighten the load. Get rid of that burden. Get rid of those burdens so you can make room for your blessings. Just do it that way. So that concludes this top 10. I'm sure that I've gassed you guys up to go out to your local art store and buy up all the supplies. If you would like a great resource to learn, you can check out this channel right here on the 3rd of every month. New episodes of Illustrated by DeForrest come out. You can learn from my art time lapses. You can learn from my live demos. And trust me, I'm a lot more lighthearted than I was here. And if you feel like you need a little bit more practice, I have some digital worksheets you can check out. Go to lifeforever3.com/shop and get your worksheets there. And this 25th anniversary still isn't done because in 1 week from now, I'm going to be doing a special Street Pedal Black live stream, August 10th, 2026. On Monday, I'm going to be doing a live demo and I'll also be available to take your questions. So come one and come all. I might have a very special announcement to make there. So I will see you in 1 week. And once again, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you for all the support from everyone that I've met over the years, everyone who has taught me, everyone who has hated on me. Yeah, I appreciate it. So until, well, 1 week from now, move the media. Peace.